Hey guys, welcome back to rhrjen. I'm so glad you're here. Honk honk, everyone. Guys, I have such a fun episode for you today. We are taking a look at Saint Meghan Markle, the Reddit group. They have some really funny posts, and I have so many thoughts that I want to share with you and get into this. And thank you so much for being here. Make sure you're subscribed, hit the thumbs up, and leave me comments as it all helps to YouTube to recommend my video. And I really appreciate it. All right, let's jump right on into this. So starting with this post by No Patience 1020, it says, is there a complete list of those who have been markled? I've searched this sub and see different posts, but is there a full, complete, ongoing list of individuals or companies that have been markled? And I thought, well, I'll take a look and just see what people are saying. And I got to laughing so hard at some of the responses to this. So number one on the list is Meg's. Number two is Has. Number three is everyone else she's ever met, past, present, and future. I thought that was pretty good. I love this one so much. This one I want to give a shout out sincerely. Jane Doe says her parents, her family, her friends. I never say that right. Redmonds, Northwestern, the UN, Nigeria, Netflix, Trevor, and what's his face? Elton John, the Clooneys, the Beckhams, the USO, Spotify. Oh, so good. Dior, Mariah Carey, that bicycle company. They gave Archie a really expensive bike. Oh, don't worry, they go on. Cartier, her many PR firms, Oprah, Billie Eilish, Uvalde, California wildfires, Disney, roasted chickens, Courtney Cox, that poor nanny who had to fly to Canada on the Freedom Flight, cast of Suits, Limonada, Drew Barrymore, John Travolta, Sharon Osbourne, Piers Morgan, Dish Soap, love it. David Foster and whatever his wife's name is, Catherine McPhee, ETA, Diana. Diana, Dog Bowls, Panama Hats, Gloria Steinem, Tyler Perry, Elizabeth Arden, her obstetrician. I love that that's Tradewinds Winery, Republic of Tea, Wimbledon, Serena Williams, and her husband. His name is Alexis. The head of Paramount, that guy at Netflix who seems to tolerate her more than most, Harry's old polo team. I cannot stop laughing at this list. Is there anybody that they forgot? Let me see if there's more. No, that's good. Is there anybody that they forgot? You can leave me comments and let me know. But I just got to giggling so hard thinking, thinking about this and reading through this list. I just thought that was really good. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. Bare feet, the word organic, authentic, things like that. I would say that those word salads are markled. I don't know. I don't ever need to hear the word organic in terms of, unless it's to do with food, and I don't need to hear the word authentic anymore. Feminist, maybe, because she beats that one. I don't know. All right. It's a long one with SpongeBob. All 8 billion plus of us. No kidding, right? Might be a shorter list of those who haven't. That's pretty good. Oh, goodness gracious. That's funny. All right, let's talk about this one. Meghan never loved Harry. We've been saying this for years, but I think this is what happened. She came to Britain looking for a rich husband. She had several men lined up and researched them all. The more she found out about Harry, the more she liked him. He was bitter, jealous, angry, loved drinking, and etc. He was a bull. She looked at him and saw the yin to her yang, her other half, her mirror image. He is a victim narc and she is a mirror narc. Ooh, interesting. She told him how she could get his revenge and he loved it. He was all in. They are complicit. They are co-conspirators. They sought out all those big dollar deals before the wedding and Harry signed all the deals. He's more lazy than she is. So he lets her do the talking. There will not be a divorce. I thought that was such an interesting point. I'm often saying I think sometimes I'm not a Meghan defender, you know this. Sometimes I think she almost unfairly gets the blame for things, but I think he's just as bad, if not worse sometimes than she is, because it's his family most of the time that he's disparaging. So that I just thought this was very, very well said. I still not use this camera. Very well said. Very interesting point. You can definitely let me know if you agree or disagree. I just don't like the narrative that he's a victim. He is not, in my opinion. He is not that. He is complicit. He sat next to her when she did the curtsy. We're hearing more and more stories where he allegedly had gone after Her Majesty the late Queen as well and things like that. So he is no victim. All her other targets saw through her. So she had to make the Harry situation work out because she was out of options. Luckily, he was the dumbest of them all. Unfortunately for Megs, he was the poorest of them all. I thought that was hilarious too. So I do think that's funny, and that's a really good point on all of it. But I think the same is true in reverse. I think he was out of options. He had Cressida and he had Chelsea, and I just think they were way too good for him. And they saw it and they said no thank you to him. And so he was basically out of options, in my opinion. It just seems like that. And so they settled for each other, and again, enjoy the blank of your own making. Yeah, that's pretty funny. So this one says, I think she chose him for his title in Dove. Could be, probably. I think she misread the situation. Okay, so according to, again, I've read so many of those books, they blur together. So it was either Tom Bower's Revenge, or it was Cordia's. But I think both basically said he may have overestimated his wealth and access to things, and she overestimated what she could bring to things. So together, they lied to each other, and that also explains the situation they're in now. I think there's something to that. I really do. All right. This person says, and to have a big princess wedding and wear pretty dresses like a 5-year-old. I think so too. I think it's very much that. I think she did a little to no research, except for she did research H. So she knew the right things to say to him and she did her homework on him. But I don't think she did research into she gave it no thought, in my opinion, as to what it would take to live a life of service like that. Sure, there's amazing perks, but a lot of it is probably the boring show up for the public, events. And I don't mean boring, but you get what I mean, the day-to-day events, the not glamorous ones. And all she had in her head were the glamorous ones. So yeah, I think if you I think the last person had such a good point. Well, or this person has such a good, I keep pointing the wrong way. This person has such a good point that it's a very immature way to look at it. Like any job, you're going to have parts that are just not fun, that are just the mundane. And she just didn't want any part of that. And honestly, I don't know that he did either. He did okay before her, but I suspect that was the palace covering up for him. I think he's lazy and angry, in my opinion. So I don't know. I think they bring out the worst in each other. She loves that he loves her. She loves that he is a prince. I think it's that too. I do. I do. I don't know. I don't know if it's still the case. It's hard to say. I would say based on his facial expression, that's probably not still the case, but he sticks with her. So maybe, I don't know. But then again, maybe he just doesn't have any other options. All right. Another Winter 29 says, I don't know if it's his bracelets or what, but I get the impression that he smells also, because they were saying that with her bronzer and things like that, maybe she smells. So now they're saying maybe he smells. This is so gross. I don't like bathroom humor, but here we go. Like a taco fart, and there's no tacos in sight. That's so gross. But as soon as I read that, I laughed and thought, that's probably not wrong. That's probably the case. Gross. Okay, I had to pull this one because I've gotten so many comments on this. I did a story on this the other day when she had posted this to her social media, but I was so busy looking at the Rick Grin and that it's, I think, a different hat. So how many of those big stupid straw hats does she have? All that stuff. And that she's now posting like almost outtakes from the photo shoot online. So I thought that was weird. But you guys pointed out the glaring white-handed elephant in the room. Look at the difference. Don't worry, I zoomed in. Look. What is happening? And they were pointing out, like, how are you going to have so much bronzer here and then nothing here? That is wild. I was so busy just looking at, I just think she's making such an odd face. And I don't know if it's Photoshop or the weird makeup, the frosted lips. There's something different going on. I've never seen anybody change looks so often. And I lost 140 pounds. So I get changing looks. I get it. But she changes so often. I cannot make sense out of it. I really can't. I cannot. Hey, since I brought that up, make sure you're subscribed to my Goose Adventures. That's my second channel where I'm detailing how I lost all the weight and what I did. And you can find before and after and all that stuff there. So check that out. Okay. Well, actually, no, look, I'll show you right now. Look, it's taken me over 1.5 years to do this. This was me before, this is me after. Yes, I look different, but you can tell I'm the same human being. I don't know that she always looks like the same human being in her picture. I really don't. There's sometimes where I go, is that Meghan? I just find this one so bizarre. But then to notice the hand, yeah, something like, how is that? How did the person taking the picture not notice? How did she not notice? How did they not edit afterwards? I don't know. I mean, she's not afraid of Photoshop, but someone forgot to check their bronzer after wearing gardening gloves. Yeah, so they're suspecting that it maybe rubbed off. Maybe. Oh, Maggie, there's one thing you're good at, being a joke. And then let's see, minute recent 6310 says this. She's a joke, but without any of the laughter. Maybe. This is what she really looks like. Just plain ordinary Meg. It shows you how much filters, professional makeup, and Photoshop can do. No hint of natural beauty whatsoever, which isn't a big deal for most of us. But for a narcissist, being ordinary is terrible. They are talking about this photo here. The photos got out of order, but they were talking about this, saying, well, she also had posted this photo and thought this was endearing. Yeah, I think she likes to play victim, and this is her victim photo. I don't know. But I thought that was actually a really good point. I would think that would be the worst insult to her, is to just be, ordinary. I'm surprised she put out a photo without her makeup on. Is the ground funny? I've never found it to be particularly humorous, but there she is laughing uproariously at the ground. I thought that was pretty good too. Pretty good. All right, let's talk about this one. So this is something else I had talked about on another video, where I had talked about her reviews that she was posting for the As Ever, and how I just didn't think they sounded real. I thought they sounded very weird, like a fan review. You'll see it, but about, look at me. I had the hygienist. It was something like, I had the dental hygienist wait to do my cleaning until I could order my wine. And that reminded her that she needed to order her wine too. Tee hee hee. It was so weird that I said, no way can that be true. I just don't believe it personally. In my opinion, it does not sound like something that would happen. No dentist or hygienist or whatever they said is going to be like, oh, sure, you go ahead and order your wine. It's fine. Oh, let me order some of that too. At $30 a bottle, and you have to buy 3. Even if, let's say it was true, I don't believe it, but let's just pretend. Okay, I'm like, hey, hygienist, hang on, let me order some wine. Weird. She might be like, you're doing what now? All right, well, I'm going to go work on the patient next door. I'll be back. They're not going to be like, oh, let me get out my card in order to, I don't find that believable at all. I find all of her stories over the top. So of course, a fan story is going to be over the top, almost like, I might guess that Meghan wrote it herself. Who knows? But they're bringing up that, the unbelievable fan review about interrupting a dental visit to buy wine would be funny if Madame hadn't made it a whole thing. Adults don't act this way, madams. Children are being raised by someone whose emotional maturity of a young teenager. What do you think the kids' lives are like? I don't like to speculate about the kids. I won't talk about that, but I will talk about their parents. I don't think she has much to do with the kids. They're props for her. I expect the kids have a solid relationship with the nanny. I wonder if it's something like that. But again, I'm not going into the kids thing. I'm going into the parents feeling endlessly grateful because that was something she had posted, I think, written in the caption for the post that she was feeling grateful. And I said, I don't know that her or Harry are capable of feeling grateful for anything. But my dead body points out, feeling endlessly grateful, I'm not buying it. She is never satisfied. And she definitely feels like she deserves more attention and sales. I think so too. I think so too. All right. Overall shopping 5939 says, I can tell you from personal experience, their lives involve um, having to follow her script or she gets angry with them. Like if her kids don't act in real life like her fake Insta post, she gets angry. We have to say allegedly, this is this person's opinion, because obviously the Insta posts are believable to her and what she thinks happens for amazing people. So she deserves it. So if she hears about a new bakery in town and has stuff delivered for the kids and they don't give the superlative praise and things she expects, she'll get angry. Dun, dun, dun. Ooh. So this person says they speak from experience on this. That sounds awful. I mean, I can only speculate, but I wouldn't be shocked if it was something like that. Goodness. All right. Justice 0875 says adults absolutely don't act this way, especially professionals. The dentist walked in, saw their hygienist on the phone ordering and not with the patient, they would lose their job. This is maybe a beauty salon nonsense, but not in a medical facility. Things have to be sterile, even if it's only a cleaning. Oh, I didn't even think about that. That's such a good detail and such a good point. Beep, beep, beep. My bullcrap meter is going crazy. I thought that was great. I didn't even think about that. Well pointed out, Justice 08075. That's brilliant. Yeah, I didn't even think about that part of it. I just can't imagine. I don't know about you. Like my dentist's office is huge and they have a million patients all the time and a million hygienists and they're going room to room to room. And it's like military precision. It's just like cleaning, dentist, x-ray, whatever it is, like bam, bam, bam. Like there's no dilly-dallying. It's militant. And so I just can't imagine that it would be, oh girl, let me get on my phone and order too. There's just not not any dentist I've ever been to. You can let me know if your dentist would do that or your hygienist, but I don't believe it. But I think it's interesting because these are all different posts. But what's the common theme? It's that adults don't act this way. It's very fairy princess, very immature. And what have we been saying? A lot of her posts seem to be that. A lot of her poses on the red carpet seem to be that. It's her whole personality when she's with H, when she pretends to like him and she's calling on to him. I find that very juvenile, very much adults don't act like this. Can you imagine stopping another adult when you're in the room and they're going to shake hands and you're like pulling them away? That's so weird. Unless it's like a bad person, that's going to hurt me. I don't want anybody pulling me away if I'm going to go say hi to somebody. It doesn't make that person look good and it doesn't make me look good. So Harry is just oblivious and just tolerates it. I just don't understand why. I've never understood why. I don't know. I guess that's where the name Has No Balls comes from. I don't know. Anyway, I'm leaving this here. Let me know your thoughts on all this. I appreciate you guys very much. Thank you for all the lovely comments and all the kind words. You guys are the greatest. I hope you've had a wonderful weekend. I hope you had a happy 4th. And I can't wait to bring you more stuff like this. Let me know your thoughts on all this, all of it. Do you feel the same? Do you think it's very childish? Do you see the childish ways? What else has she markled? What other childish behaviors can you think of? You can let me know all that. It is funny. She acts childish and then married basically somebody that acts like a child. I think that's kind of funny. Anyway, All right, I'm leaving this here. Let me know your thoughts. Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. I want to say thank you to everybody who's bought merch lately. That's awesome. If you want to check it out, I have Everything's Fine through Gritted Teeth. You can definitely check that out if you're interested. And also, of course, I have my Patreon, patreon.com/Real Housewives Recaps. Yes, it's my old name, but it's got tons of content, hundreds of bonus videos. Lots of good stuff over there. Most people put out one a week. I put out 3 a week. Lots of bonus stuff. So check that out. Thank you to everybody who supports me over there. Thank you to my executive geese and ganders. I appreciate you all. And yeah, I'm going to leave this here. Let me know your thoughts on all this. Let me know your thoughts on my shirt. I haven't worn this one before. Again, I got my hair stuck. Compliments on the green. I picked up a couple more green shirts, but isn't it fun? It's different. It's cut different. It's like asymmetrical, but I thought it was kind of fun. Those are straps underneath, so it just kind of shows through, but I thought it was kind of fun. Let me know what you think. I'm a little green army man. All right, I'm leaving this here. Let me know your thoughts. Thanks for being here. I hope you have the best day, and I'll talk to you again soon. Bye. Okay, they're gone. How are we? What do you think? I think it's kind of fun. Kind of cool. They had different colors. They had blue too. I may end up grabbing the blue, but I thought this was kind of cool. I definitely don't want to wear this in the sunshine because I have weird tan lines, but I think it's kind of fun for filming. What do you think? I always get the nicest compliments when I wear green. I've never been a green person, but you guys have been so kind to me saying that my eyes go, because my eyes are blue, but you say they pick up the green. I appreciate that. Thanks. But what else? Let me know how your weekend's been. Let me know how you're doing. And yeah, I'm gonna leave this here. I hope you have the best day, and I can't wait to bring you more stuff like this. Bye-bye. Are you doing the steps challenge with me? I don't know what day my workout video will go up this week because of 4th of July. I'm recording this in advance so I can do some stuff with the Gosling. But yeah, keep doing the steps and we'll celebrate wins and motivate each other and all that stuff over there. That's it. Goose Adventures. Okay, bye. Hey guys, okay, I forgot. I need to make a short, but with shorts, you have to clip them out of your videos. So if you're watching this, you're like, what are you doing, Jen? I'm tacking this on the end so I can cut into a short. So you're basically watching the behind the scenes part of my videos. Thank you so much for being here. Here we go. Okay, let me get this ready to go. This is weird to do. Here we go. Okay. I recently lost 140 pounds. It took me just over 18 months now to do this. And I did it naturally, and I didn't have any weight loss related surgeries, anything like that. So I'm showing exactly what I did and how I did it on my other channel. So this was me before. There you go. And this is me now. And this was also me before. And this is me now. So I'm excited to share what's working, what didn't work, and just help people stay motivated and get excited about losing weight. So if you're interested, you can find that channel right here at Goose Adventure. And we'll support each other and be excited. I do things like step challenges and all sorts of different things. And I'm showing exactly how I lost the weight. So check it out. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate it. Bye. Okay, what do you think? I know that's weird, but I have to do this to get the video done. So now I'm going to record one without those pictures because it may be weird with me moving on the screen. I'm just going to talk like the pictures are there, and then I might be able to insert them afterwards. So again, if you're watching this, you're just watching me work behind the scenes. Here we go. Guys, I recently lost 140 pounds, and I'm detailing exactly what I did and how I did it. I did it naturally without any weight loss surgeries or anything like that. And I'm detailing exactly what I did and how I did it on my other channel, Goose Adventures. But here is a picture of me before, and then here's me now. And I'm just so motivated, and I'm excited to share this journey with you. I don't love the word journey, but you get the idea. I love to share this with you and keep you guys motivated and on track, and we can support each other. So check that out if you're the least bit interested. Thanks. Okay, how was that? That was good, right? Hopefully. All right, thanks for sticking with me. Is there any other short I need to make? Let's see. Maybe I'll do one more if you don't mind. You don't have to watch if you don't want. Here we go. Okay. All right, let's think. Hey guys, I have recently lost 140 pounds and I'm going to show you exactly what I did, how I did it, what I ate, my befores, my afters, what worked for me, my hacks, my motivation, and what happens when I struggle. And you can find all this and so much more on my other channel at Goose Adventure. Thank you guys so much. I can't wait to show you and to just to keep each other excited and motivated and have a lot of fun. So join me over there. Thanks. Okay, I think that one was good. Okay, I'm gonna leave this. Thank you guys for putting up with me and bearing with me. I know that's silly, but that's just how you have to do it. Okay, bye.